Alright, so today I'm going to be talking about how the media influences our perceptions of society. So, the media is becoming more and more prevalent in our society, but is this a good thing? For example, this increased reliance is shown in the stimulus packet with extrasensory perception on how these sensors are everywhere on the campus and people are using these to find out more and more about other people and to learn about how other people think and act. So this influence also affects kids at a very young age. So in the scientific article, Media Influence and Body Image, the author describes how these kids as young as like 8 and 11 are they're going online and they're seeing like these advertisements and these models and how they act and how they're shaped, and then they change their eating habits and their exercise habits so that they can look like those models. So they're exercising more and they're not eating as much, but that can lead to like eating disorders, or like they're just going to be super thin and not healthy. Mm-hmm. And then also in the scientific article, Media Portrayal of Mental Illness, people with mental illnesses are also affected by this change. So these media companies are presenting these people with mental illnesses in a very poor light. So the greater population doesn't have a good positive connotation with people with mental illness, when in reality it's something they can't really control. So these people with mental illness, their condition is worsened because they're ridiculed for something that they have zero control over. This also affects voters as well. So in The Impact of Media Bias, Professor James Druckmann describes how little evidence it takes for the to change their opinions on a politician. So, like, if you were close to leaning one way or close to leaning the other way, seeing just a few ads every day might push you to greater extremes on one side or the other. And, for example, like, a politician could be giving more money to an advertiser, and then that advertiser could push more positive ads, painting that politician in a more positive light. So these consumers of this information, of these ads, are seeing that, hey, this politician's pretty good, so I should donate more money to them. So the politician gets more money, the politician gives more money to the advertiser, and so it's taking the money out of these consumers' pockets and putting it into the politician and advertisers' pockets. So one solution to combat this would be better education on these practices of the media companies. So educating people on, hey, don't just watch like CNN or BBC, like watch multiple different news channels and get a more greater perspective on these issues so you can make a better voting choice. And another solution would be greater promotion of neutral information. So, like buying up advertising slots and then promoting that neutral information, so these people, they don't have to change their ways as much, so that they can make a better choice for themselves. Some implications would be that many people don't want to change their ways, but if you're buying these neutral slots, like for advertising, then these people aren't going to have to change their ways. They're going to be seeing that neutral information wherever they've already been seeing it. But another issue would be that promotion of that material is very expensive, so it would be hard to get money to promote these kinds of ads. But if these people are seeing these neutral ads, they're going to be like, hey, that's good, and I'm getting this information, so they're going to donate more money to them.
Okay, Joey, just one question for you. What advice would you have for other researchers who consider this topic?
I would have other researchers look more on like why the media companies have to do this, because there's two sides to the argument. There's, hey, this isn't very good because they're just showing one side. But these companies, they might have to show that certain advertising because they need money to run their channel and show people like what's going on. Because like news channels, they don't get money because they have free broadcasting. So they have to show these ads just so they can survive.
Good, thank you.